Samsara dava naladida loka Shanaya karuna guna gunatvam Samsara dava naladida loka Shanaya karuna guna gunatvam Paptasya kalyana gunaravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Paptasya Kalyana Gunaravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Padicha Madhyam Surasena Romanchakam Vasutaranga Bhajo Bande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Shivigraharadana Nichanana Shingaratan Mandira Majinado Tashabatan Sanim Jatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Chaturveda Shri Bhagavat Prasado Sadvana Tirthan Haribhakta Sangam Hitaiva Chiptim Bhajatassadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Samsara dava naladida loka Chunaya karuna guna gunatvam Paptasya kalyana gunaravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Shri Radhika Madhavayurapara Madhurya Lila Gunarupanamna Pratikshana Swadana Lulubhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam Nikunja Juno Rati Giri Siddhai Jaya Libite Abhikshanina Tatarati Daksharati Balabhasya Bande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shakshad Haritse Asamasta Sasti Yuktastata bhavyavyateva sabi Kinto prabhuya priya eva tasya Mande gurur shri charanaravindaam Mande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasha Prasada Nanagati Katopi Dayam Stutvam Stasya Yasasti Sandam Bande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Bande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Bande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nite Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paskatya Disatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavindam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavindam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavindam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavindam Jaya Gaur Bhaktavindam Jaya Gaur Bhaktavindam Jaya Gaur Bhaktavindam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Premanande Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramanza Paravaja Chasta Tarasatarashi Shri Shrimad Divine Grace Shri Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramanza Paravaja Chasta Tarasatarashi Shri Shrimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnavindi Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sikoho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Vaitikadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gogopinath Samkunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapura Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Shamuna Maya Ki Jai. Samveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Ki Jai. Guru Premanandi Haribo.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladaladaini Hiranyakashe Purvakshaha Shilatanka Nakhalaye Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho Yato yato yami tato Narsimho Mahir Narsimho Hirdaye Narsimho नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपते शरणं प्रपते तव करकमलवरे नाकम् अद्भुतशृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे कमलवरे नाकं भूतसिंहां हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो जयो प्रभुपाद 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 जयो जयो प्रभुपाद जयो जयो गुरुदेव 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 जयो जयो गुरुदेव
Vrindaye Tulsideva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradidevi Satyvrata Namo Namaha Vrindaye Tulsideva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradidevi Satyvrata Namo Namaha Vrindaye Tulsideva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradidevi Satyvrata Namo Namaha Vrindaye Tulsidevi Maharani ki jai. Huh? Yeah. Arti. Want to do the arti? Do it, yeah.
Namo Namaha. Tulasi Krishna Prayasi. Namo Namaha. Tulasi Krishna Prayasi. Namo Namaha. Radha Krishna Seva Pabo. Hey Abhilashi. 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 Jeto Mara Sharana Lord. Tara Vancha Purna Hor. Jeto Mara Sharana Lord. Tara Vancha Purna Hor. Kripa Kori Korotare. Vrindavana Vasi. Kori Korotare. Vrindavana Vasi. Moe Vilas. Vilas Kunjeriyo Vas. Moe Vilas. Vilas Kunjeriyo Vas. Nayane Heri Bosada. Yugala Rupa Rasi. Nayane Heri Bosada. Yugala Rupa Rasi. Eni Vedana Daro Sakiranugata Koro. Kanadara Sakiranugata Seva Adhikara Diye Koro Nije Dasi. Adhikara Diye Koro Nije Dasi. Dina Krishna Dase Ko Eye Namoro. Krishna Dase Ko Eye Namoro. Shri Radha Govinda Prema Sadhayena Basi. Shri Radha Govinda Preme Sadhayena Basi. Radha Govinda Preme Sadhayena Basi. Yani Kani Chapapani Brahmachari Kani Cha. Tani Tani Prana Shanti. Pradakshina Pade Pade. Yan. Tani Tani Prana Shanti. Pradakshina Pade Pade. Yani Kani Chapapani Brahmachari Kani Cha. Tani Tani Prana Shanti. Pradakshina Pade Pade. Yani Kani Chapapani Brahmachari Kani Cha. Tani Tani Prana Shanti. Pradakshina Pade Pade. Yani Kani Chapapani Brahmachari Kani Cha. Tani Tani Prana Shanti. Pradakshina Pade Pade. Yani Kani Chapapani Brahmachari Kani Cha. Tani Tani Prana Shanti. Pradakshina Pade Pade. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Jaya Vrinde, 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 Jaya. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani. Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani ki jai.
Vrindaye Tulsi Deva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Deva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. O Tulasi, beloved of Krishna, I bow before you again and again. My desire is to obtain service to Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has his wishes fulfilled. Bestowing your mercy upon him, you make him a resident in Vrindavana. My desire is that you also grant me residence in pleasure groves of Shri Vrindavana Dham. Thus, within my vision, I'll always behold the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. I beg you to make me a follower of the cowherd damsels of Raja. Please give me the privilege of devotional service and make me your own maidservant. This very fallen and lowly servant of Krishna praise may always swim in love of Shri Radha and Govinda Tulsi Devi Maharani. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam ki jai. Chaito Darpana Majanam Bhava Mahadava Nirvapanam. Ai nandata nujakim karam patitamma misame bhavam buddho kripaya tava pada pankajastita dulisadrisam vichintaya nayanam galadasrudharaya vadanam gadgadrudaya jira pulakai nisitam vapu kada tavanamagrahane bhavishyati yugayitam nimesena chaksusapavrasaitam sunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me Aslishya Pidaratam Pinastumam Darsnam Marmahato Karotava Yata Tata Bhavita Tatu Lampato Mat Prananatas to Saivana Paraha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. Glory to the Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj, Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into this ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs in my body stand on end at the recitation of your holy name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world of your absence. I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, by not being present before me. It's completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. Namaste. There are 10 offenses in the matter of chanting the holy names of the Lord that should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who dedicate their lives to proclaiming the holy names of the Lord. 2. Consider names of demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to equal to or independent names of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as imagination. 6. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities of karma kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in chanting the holy names and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Now let us offer our most humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desired trees that can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Manchkalpa Tirabhischa Kripasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavya Namo Namaha. Vaishnava Thakur Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadasya yata nivayat itaratas charte sovikyaswarat. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adhikavaye Muyanti Yatsurayaha. Tejo Varimidam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mesha. Damna Srina Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimayi. O my Lord, Shri Krishna, son of Vasudeva. O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth. and the primeval cause of all causes, of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestation. And he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge into the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen on fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free of the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Dharma projita kaitravocha paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatrayon mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va pare ishwaraha Sajo hridya avarudhyate tra Kriti bihi sususabhis takshana. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Nigama kalpatarur galitam phalam sukhamakad amrita dravya samyutam pivata bhagavatam rasam alayam muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavakaha. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, even though its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter 2, and verse number 17. Yeah, we're learning a new mantra now. Shinvata Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridyantaksto Bhadrani Vidunahi Srihitsatam. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures. Or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best-wishing friend and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him. In this way, a devotee is, in this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. His dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in devotional service to the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, verse number 33. Yadyapyaso parshva gato rahogatas tatapi tasyangri yugam navam pade pade ka virametah tat padach jalapi yadstrir Najahati Karichit. Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. Although Lord Shri Krishna was constantly by their sides, as well as exclusively alone, his feet appeared to them to be newer and newer. The goddess of fortune, although by nature always restless and moving, could not quit the Lord's feet. So what woman can be detached from those feet, having once taken shelter of them? Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Conditioned living beings are always after the favor of the goddess of fortune, although by nature she is moving from one place to another. In the material world, no one is permanently fortunate. However, clever one may be. There have been so many big empires in different parts of the world. There have been so many powerful kings all over the world, and there have been so many fortunate men. But all of them have been liquidated gradually. This is the law of material nature. But spiritually, it is different. According to Brahma Samhita, the Lord is served very respectfully by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. They are always in a lonely place also with the Lord. But still, the association of the Lord is so inspiringly newer and newer that they cannot quit the Lord for a moment. Even though they are by nature very restless and are moving about. The spiritual relation with the Lord is so enlivening and resourceful that no one can leave the company of the Lord once having taken shelter of Him. The living beings are by constitution feminine by nature. The male or enjoyer is the Lord, and all manifestations of His different potencies are feminine by nature. In the Bhagavad Gita, the living beings are designated as Paraprakriti, or the superior potency. The material elements are Aparaprakriti, or inferior potency. Such potencies are always employed for the satisfaction of the employer or the enjoyer. The supreme enjoyer is the Lord Himself, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 5:29. Bhaktaram yagatapasam sarvaloka aishwaram sridam sarvabhutanam gyatvam santamrichati. The potencies, therefore, when engaged directly in the service of the Lord, revive the natural color, and thus there is no disparity in the relation of the potent and the potency. Generally, people engaged in service are always seeking some post under the government or the supreme enjoyer of the state. Since the Lord is the supreme enjoyer of everything, in or outside the universe, it is happiness to be employed by Him. Once engaged in the supreme governmental service of the Lord, no living being wishes to be relieved from the engagement. The highest perfection of human life is to seek some employment under the Lord's supreme service. That will make one extremely happy. One need not seek the moving goddess of fortune without the relation of the Lord. So, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This substantiates the a statement or the fact that one should never worship Lakshmi without Narayana. And this is a mistake that the Hindus do. They worship Lakshmi individually without Narayana. And therefore, she is chanchal. She is always moving and unpredictable. So, therefore, we should always worship her with her eternal husband, Narayana, or Vishnu. So there are many mistakes in modern Hinduism. It's unbelievable how these things have creeped into the practice of modern Hinduism. So, this point that all living beings are by constitution feminine is very important, because Prabhupada says in a lecture that everybody, men and women, are trying to be the Purusha now, but they're actually Prakriti, what should be enjoyed by the Lord. So this is a major mistake. It used to be, men are the Purushas, women are the Prakriti. Now men and women both want to be the Purusha. They want to be the enjoyer. And because of that, there's so many problems in society today. Marriage problems and relationship problems and economic problems and sickness problems and war problems and natural catastrophe problems. All these problems are present because fundamentally everybody wants to be Purusha. Or everyone wants to be Bhagavan, and they want everyone else to be Das. So these mistakes about what is life, what is the purpose of life, are catastrophic because it makes people unhappy. It's like swimming up tide, up the river against the current of the river. It's always a struggle. Whereas if you go with the current of the river, it's very easy. You don't have to do anything. You just float down the river. But if you're going against the current of the river, it's a struggle. You're fighting all the time. Like before they had steam engines, in order to go up a river against the current, they had people, sometimes men, pulling a boat. They would pull the boat on the side of the on the land next to, on the bank of the river, or they would get horses and other animals to try and pull the boat up the river. Right. Finally, when they had steam engines, they could go up the river without having to pull it. But it's a real problem going against the current of a river. And the same thing, people become permanently unfortunate by ignoring all the instructions of Krishna and going against what the Lord is recommending. Like, for example, Prabhupada says, the following verse is the solution to all the problems of life. Daivihi esa gunamai, mamamaya duratjaya, mameva ye prapadyante, mayametam tarantite. This verse says, 7th chapter, 14th verse, the Prabhupada says about this verse, this is a solution to all problems of life. So what does it say? First of all, Krishna says that my material energy, this gunamayi, made up of the three modes of material nature, is impossible to overcome. So in the verse in the Bhagavad Gita, they say it's difficult to overcome. But that is not referring to the materialists, that's referring to the devotees. When he says but in general, he says it's impossible let's see where he says that. So, life comes from life, morning walk 14. It says that well, basically it says it's not possible to be free of the influence of the modes of material nature. Let's see. Let's look on page 4 of the introduction. What does it say there? Page 4 of the introduction. Well, let's see what he says in the purport. He says, he says, as previously stated, both the material and spiritual natures, being emanations from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are eternal. The living entities belong to the eternal superior nature of the Lord, but due to contamination by the inferior nature, matter, their illusion is also eternal. The conditioned soul is therefore called Nityabada, or eternally conditioned. No one can trace out the history of his becoming conditioned at a certain date in material history. Consequently, his release from the clutches of material nature is very difficult, even though that material nature is an inferior energy, because material energy is ultimately conducted by the supreme will, which the living entity cannot overcome. There it is, right there. Inferior material nature is defined herein as divine nature due to his divine connection and movement by the divine will. Being conducted by divine will, material nature, although inferior, acts so wonderfully in the construction and destruction of the cosmic manifestation. Yeah, so basically it's saying, but if someone surrenders to the Lord, then they can easily overcome the material nature. But if they don't surrender, it's impossible to overcome it. That's why it says that living entities can become nityabada, that is eternally conditioned. So then again it says, the words Mam Eva are also significant. Mam means unto Krishna, Vishnu only, and not Brahma or Shiva. Although Brahma and Shiva are greatly elevated and are almost on the level of Vishnu, it is not possible for such incarnations of Rajaguna, passion, and Tamaguna, ignorance, to release the conditioned soul from the clutches of Maya. In other words, both Brahma and Shiva are also under the influence of Maya. Only Vishnu is the master of Maya. Therefore, he alone can give release to the conditioned soul. The Vedas, Srutasvatara Upanishad 3.8, confirm this in the phrase Tam Eva Viditva, or freedom is possible only by understanding Krishna. Even Lord Shiva affirms that liberation can be achieved only by the mercy of Vishnu. Lord Shiva says, Mukti Pradata Sarve Sam Vishnu Eva Nasamsaya. There's no doubt that Vishnu is the deliverer of liberation for everyone. So in other words, without surrendering to Krishna, there's no hope of anyone getting out of the clutches of Maya, even if you worship Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma or any of the other demigods. So, cannot be free by... Okay, so the 3rd chapter, 33rd verse. Let's see what that says. 3rd chapter, 33rd verse. Sometimes I write things so small I can't read them myself. Yeah, okay, here it is. Therefore, even for the most highly educated person on the mundane plane, it is impossible to get out of the entanglement of Maya simply by theoretical knowledge or by separating the soul from the body. There are many so-called spiritualists who outwardly pose as advanced in the science, but inwardly or privately are completely under particular modes of nature which they are unable to surpass. Academically, one may be very learned, but because of his long association with material nature, he is in bondage. Okay, so there again, he says, unless one is situated on the transcendental platform of Krishna consciousness, he cannot get free from the influence of the modes of material nature, as it is confirmed by the Lord in the 7th chapter, 7.14. Therefore, even for the most highly educated person on the mundane plane, it is impossible to get out of the entanglement of Maya simply by theoretical knowledge. So we see that accounts for about 99% of the people in the world, more than 99%. It's impossible for them to attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death by all their different endeavors. And then in this morning walk, from Life Comes from Life, morning walk number 14, Prabhupada says, one can conquer nature, birth, death, old age, and disease, by surrender to Krishna. Okay, so that's the main point there. Most people think, oh, I can get free by doing this or doing that, this yoga, that yoga. It's a bunch of nonsense. There's no possibility. One has to surrender completely to Krishna. And then what happens? Prabhupada says, in the material world, no one is permanently fortunate, however clever one may be. Well, now we can see what's happening to the President of the United States. He's a very clever man. He's a smart guy. You know, people think he's dumb. He's not dumb. But spiritually, he's dumb. Materially, he's a smart guy. He was able to maneuver, and he's a billionaire, and he got elected president against unbelievable odds, and he's survived his first 4 years, even though he's been falsely accused of so many things and investigated, and the FBI is cheating. The FBI, they're supposed to be the bastion of legality, and they were trying to illegally get rid of Trump. Right. However, what the Democrats were not able to do, what the FBI was not able to do, the CIA was not able to do, Varuna Kairos has done it. Right? The one thing that the president was basing his whole re-election on was the economy. The economy is destroyed. You see? So, what does Prabhupada say? He says, in the material world, no one is permanently fortunate, however clever one may be. There have been so many big empires in different parts of the world. There have been so many powerful kings all over the world, and there have been so many fortunate men, but all of them have been liquidated gradually. So that is the worst thing in the world. To be liquidated at once, it's okay, you can deal with that. To be liquidated gradually is constant torture. Huh? What? No, liquidated. Liquidated means finished. You know, liquidated. Just like your wife can liquidate your bank account, right? That means there's no money left once it's liquidated, right? So, no matter how clever one may be, this is the law of material nature. But spiritually, it is different. According to Brahma Samhita, the Lord is served very respectfully by hundreds of thousands of goddesses of fortune. Yeah, Chintamani, Prakarasatma, Sukalpadrik, Lakshavriti, Susurabiravipalya, Tam Lakshmi, Sahasrasat, Sambrahmatse, Vyamanam, Govindam, Adi Purusham, Tamaham Bhajami. So he's served by hundreds and thousands and millions of goddesses of fortune. They are always in a lonely place also with the Lord, but still the association of the Lord is so inspiringly newer and newer that they cannot quit the Lord for a moment, even though they are by nature very restless and are moving about. So if you want to be fortunate permanently, you have to become a pure devotee. If Trump wants to be successful all the time, he should become a pure devotee. They don't understand this. So therefore, what happens? They get liquidated. The spiritual relation with the Lord is so enlivening and resourceful that no one can leave the company of the Lord once having taken shelter of him. Okay, so a lot of beautiful points in this purport, but the main thing that we should remember, that there's no way that one can be permanently fortunate in the material world. However, and that's the law of material nature. It's a law, right? Just like the law of gravity. What goes up comes down. And this is a law. No one can be permanently fortunate in the material world, okay? But spiritually, it is different. This is the main point. According to Brahma Samhita, the Lord is served by, very respected by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. They are always in a lonely place with the Lord, but still the association of the Lord is so inspiringly newer and newer that they cannot quit the Lord for a moment. So if the goddess of fortune cannot quit the Lord, even for a moment, then you should worship her with her husband, Narayana, or worship her with Krishna. Then she'll never leave. But normally she is, as we said, chanchal. She's moving about all the time. Sometimes she's there, sometimes she's not there. Okay. The spiritual relation with the Lord is so enlivening and resourceful that no one can leave the company of the Lord once having taken shelter of him. Haribol, all glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Any questions? Okay, so now we will go on to the next program, which is chanting Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki